The Niagara Escarpment is one of only 12 UNESCO World Biosphere Reserves in all of Canada, a natural habitat to more than 2,000 plant and animal species, and a tourism attraction for people all across the province. Wrapping around the escarpment is Ontario's Greenbelt, another truly unique and special area containing some of the most fertile agricultural lands in Canada. The provincial government created the Greenbelt to protect environmentally sensitive land and farmland from development. The City of Burlington, Halton Region, and our residents work hard to protect and preserve the Niagara Escarpment, while also supporting Ontario's Greenbelt. Now, all that beauty, all that prime agricultural land, and that significant natural resource is at risk of becoming yet another provincial highway. Together, we can stand united to advocate against this highway. We want to protect our valuable resource for today and tomorrow to ensure that Halton remains a great place to live, work, raise a family, and retire.
We had a resolution, both at Regional Council, and there's 21 members of Council, including myself. It was 21-0. And believe me, you very rarely have unanimous decisions. You can imagine with a diverse group, but we did on this. It was 21-0, and the City of Burlington had a resolution as well. So everybody understands how important it is, and that gave us real strength, because it's not only the public, but all of their elected officials that we think it's important not only to our residents, but to the economy and to people who want to come out to Halton and enjoy the fine atmosphere we have out here.
Well, the idea of a highway through the Niagara Escarpment is very, very upsetting. Burlington is very unique in the GTA. The fact that we have 50% of our landmass is rural and 50% is urban, and we desperately want to keep it that way. If we had a highway coming up through North Burlington, through this area, I believe it would sacrifice the integrity of that objective, and it would really encourage more urban sprawl, which is something we want to avoid.
I have to say, initially, when I heard that they want to put a highway through the escarpment, I was quite shocked and, I would say, appalled that yet again we're hearing about one of our other, conservation areas, natural protected green spaces potentially being destroyed and ruined.
Well, the Stop Coalition is primarily focused on highway issues. We started this back with the Conservative government announcing this highway, and that was in 2002. What I learned when I actually did start to look at what they were doing was very scary. What I saw was a poorly planned project, something that made no sense. It wasn't a solution to any of the problems, and yet it seemed to be going on full steam ahead.
I can't believe this. I'm looking at this picture on this, and are you kidding me? Look at this. On our escarpment.
I mean, all the nature that people enjoy, the wildlife, the animals, they wouldn't be there no more.
Close to about $100 million is spent by people coming out here and all along the escarpment with tourism and the agriculture, and so we want to protect that.
You know, places like this are very, very special, and I'm sure there'd be an awful lot of people who just would not want to see this countryside destroyed by a highway going through it.
We come here, we go caving, we go spelunking, we go climbing, people go hiking here. They come from all over the world to hike here. You got people that do fishing in some of the creeks and the streams, cross-country ski. I mean, like, it's a place where everybody comes, and I'm wondering how that will impact the environment here.
When is it going to stop? Can't we have higher density further south where it's already built up and leave it at that? Leave something open for us to enjoy. Leave it open for the animals. Leave it open for the future generations. Once it's built, it's going to be there.
Our environment is so critical, and it's all interconnected, and it's so important that we go out of our way to preserve our natural environment as much as possible. And it's not possible all the time. We firmly believe it is possible for the north part of Burlington.
I really hope they don't put a highway through the escarpment.
It's something I'm willing to fight for. I've done it for 10 years. I'm not going away until we've won this fight, because we cannot afford to lose it.
It's too important to just leave it up to the politicians. We want to make sure all the residents help us in this fight, and together, by working with all of the residents, we know we can win this fight and keep this for generations to come.